Hello Pisces, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you today. Now this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own. If there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings as well, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now let's get right into that general reading here. So I see that you have options, but as well that those options are currently giving you a bit of confusion. You're kind of being thrown for a loop and having some trouble making that decision. I see that you have kind of been trying to see all the information, but that you haven't been getting all of the information. But I do see that you absolutely have the means to succeed in whatever situation that comes your way, Pisces. So let's just keep that in mind as we get into things. Now, let's get into that love reading, and let's just keep that in mind. Oh, I had a card jump right out of the pile. So let's just get that card up off the floor. We'll use that for our reading here. I'll be using it upside up though. So I'd say that that pretty much starts off this scenario. It looks like you've been finding some confusion around you. And I do see that you've been really trying to build your passions quite a bit. And I see that this confusion has been holding you back from really seeing what you want and how you want to get things moving, but that you do have absolutely phenomenal strengths in you, that you have a skill set that is really built towards your passion. I see that for some of you, this will be an artistic passion, and for some of you, this will be a passion that really just holds you firm to the ground and allows you to have what you have always wanted. I do see that your passions are kind of pushing you to kind of put too much on your plate. You've been finding that you really want to work on your passion and just work solely on it, but that your passions have been kind of just one of many. And I think that that's what's holding you back from really looking at your love life. That you've got so much on your plate that you're focusing on too many things and spreading yourself so thin that you don't know where to go and how to basically do things in a natural way to keep everything moving. I do see a situation here where there is someone around you who has a very strong and attractive personality that you really want to go for, and you've been having some trouble really finding time with them. But that basically that person, it looks like they absolutely are looking for you as well, but they have also been having the same trouble. They've been worried about your reaction. They've been worried about how things can move forward. And I see that that challenge that you and that person have is going to dissolve pretty soon, that you're going to start to find synergy together. And I see that you may even end up feeling very restless very soon from this change, honestly, that basically the change in understanding, the change in your perspective about that person is making you restless, that you realize you can take action. And for those of you in a relationship, of course, you already have that person together with you, but for those of you in a relationship, you are going to be having a situation where that big challenge is going to be a challenge together. And I do see that it's going to be challenging your relationship and your emotions, but that you will be finding that synergy together regardless. I see that you and that person, for both situations, are going to be looking out and really realizing just how far you've come together, and you're going to begin to understand your emotions for each other. And Pisces, you are going to be finding that there is huge potential in this relationship, and that you do have the means to get yourself and that person big satisfaction. And I see that this could very well be a relationship for the future for you. And I see greatness in this for you. And I see some deep happiness. So I see great things. And this is a big, passionate movement for you as well. Now, let's get into the financial side of things. Okay, so in terms of finances, I see that you've been finding that you're kind of being left behind a little bit, and you're afraid of those skills that you have being forgotten or being a bit left behind. I do see that you are going to be pushing a new idea around, and you're going to be taking a little bit of a risk to have something happen so that you stop having this emotion, this feeling that you're being left behind. I see that you absolutely do want that emotional change to really take place and to allow you to build that potential that you believe you have. And basically, I see that you are afraid of that potential. You're afraid to really show it off and really use it for your own benefit. But I do see that you have that potential and you're currently sculpting it into something great. I notice here that you absolutely have the ability and the capability to get all of the information out and understand yourself and your capabilities, and then to really have everything be moving for you. I see that you absolutely very soon are going to be enacting upon your goals and letting things move forward. Although you may find some changes through this, that there may be some changes you don't expect or some movement that you weren't expecting to happen, I do see that you're going to be taking the decisions, making one clear choice, and getting warmth and happiness. And I see your legacy building and growing from that potential that you have built those skills, and those skills are going to sail you into your perfect future. I do see this as a situation where you're currently starting up that process and that things are starting to happen. And I do see that the change is going to be that real changing point that's really going to move you into that situation where you can soar, you can move however you like, and you can have that comfort and relaxation. I do see warmth in this, but I do see this as a situation that's just beginning, and I do see happiness for you. Now, that brings us to the end of this reading, Pisces. I'll just reiterate that I can be found on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings as well, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.